performing self-scan. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
As you can see, we are perfectly fine, no cysts. We are cured. It says we're normal. Come on, man. Tell me it works out, please. What's up, everybody? I'm IGP, and welcome back to Subnautica. I know we're back in the Lost River. I'm just here to clear something up from last episode that seemed a bit confusing to some. Afterwards, we're going to take a look at a brand new biome that's been implemented into the game. In addition, we can now cure ourselves, not in the traditional means, but we can do it to where the scan reads normal and that we're perfectly fine. And I'm going to put it to the test just to see if at all, for whatever reason, the devs have added it in, if we can disable the array. Anyway, so the confusion from last episode was about the sea dragon, and how I mentioned that the sea dragon had actually broken out of the disease research facility and spread the Carar around. Well, that's actually changed. The new version of this event is the sea dragon is actually trying to break into the disease research facility to retrieve its egg that was stolen by the precursors and kept in an incubator, and doing so caused a rupture in the base, allowing all the diseased individuals to come out and spread the Carar, and at the same time, that sea dragon took too much trauma to the head and died. So it's a little bit more eventful than just breaking out. Like, the precursors are so high-tech, it seems more likely that this happened than a sea dragon somehow being able to escape. There's also some audio stuff, and you'll hear it as we approach here. Susie Q will tell us about the facility, I think.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor. Cause unknown. Computing theories.
There you go. So now it describes that it has sunk to the sea floor, kind of, because it was, I guess, floating upwards. Maybe up there, I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. So yeah, it's been destroyed by the sea dragon, which is actually kind of interesting because I can't imagine it doing all this damage, but it rammed in, tried to get its baby, and then, you know, died out there. It's actually kind of sad. Whoa.
Linguistic analysis reads, caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within. Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed.
Indeed, Susie Q's got a little bit of personality right there. So this thing is actually a crab squid egg. It is a placeholder for the sea dragon egg that is supposed to be in here, and the reason why it destroyed the base in the first place. So that's what this was. Most people didn't know what it was until recently, and it's a crab squid egg, and then people are theorizing that it's just a placeholder. Now, it could just be a crab squid egg, but that would make more sense that this is the sea dragon one, and the whole reason why this entire place is absolutely demolished. So yeah, I just wanted to clear that up because, as I mentioned in the last episode, I talked about the sea dragon breaking out, and that was the original story, and some of you were very confused and saying that I'm dumb and I didn't know my stuff, which is fine, because I didn't, clearly, but I didn't just pull it out my ass. I wanted to clarify that. So yeah, there you have it. It has changed, and I honestly think it's changed for the better. It's more eventful. And it builds a little bit of rapport with the creatures of this planet versus the precursors. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff. There is a brand new biome, as I mentioned, and I don't know if you can do it, but we might be able to disable the weapon, the array. Let's go ahead and try it. Let's go to the Crag Field, which is the name of the new biome first, and then we'll take a look at that cure. Let's go. So, here we are in the dead of night. The Crag Field. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It might, whenever I saw it being mentioned, in my head, it said Crag Field. And now I can't get it out of my head, so every time I go to say it for a millisecond, I'm like, Crag Field. So hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. Otherwise, I'm just going to call it Craig's Field. Right? Craigslist, get the joke? Maybe this is where we can get a whole bunch of free stuff and also get catfished or get killed by people saying, hey, I got a TV for you. This is a nice TV. Come get it. And then you go and you get shot in the head. Anyway, we're here. It's dead of night. Let's make this a little bit brighter. There's bone sharks in here. It's an interesting biome. The shape of the terrain is the most interesting, and I'll show you. So here we are during the day, and I got rid of the text on screen because it's not necessary. This is, I feel like I remember this kind of. There was a place before the sparse reef that had very spiky I actually built a base on there once, but this is very spiky, mountainous, strange terrain. Not sure what its purpose is. I think it's just a filler. And if we look here, let me go free cam real quick and show you. If we go up, just straight up, we'll see that we're way behind the Aurora. The floater island's over there. So you imagine the Grand Reef is over here, and you got that area back here, like the scrap fields or whatever. It's not called that, but you know. Oh God. Well, there's a reef back somewhere. Anyway, so this is the Crag Field. Craigslist. The Crag Field. We got some life. We got a bunch of stuff. The resources have been placed in here. It's pretty much eventless. There's not much going on here. The bone sharks are the danger. You can hear the roars of the reef backs. However, every time I hear them, I can't find them. They're probably way up more towards the surface. See, I hear it. It's in the distance. I don't know. But we can actually see the full scale of it. I think if we do water volume, which you have to press F8 in order to get your mouse free, and then select water volume, and then close those out. It's always a complicated process, but we do get to see this. Nice sculpted out area. We have freedom to roam around in. It's an interesting place. It actually seamlessly connects to the other biomes that are surrounding it. So again, it was just a filler. I don't remember what was here before. I think this might have been what I was talking about, like where the scrap metal was just laying, and it was just like a flat land. I don't know. But this solely reminds me of that, oh, there the reef backs are. You guys are sneaky. We got some floating islands too. Oh, that's the floater island. Never mind. But yeah, it reminds me of that sparse reef entrance with all the those spikes. It's kind of interesting. It's like it looked like a crown, if anything. So, as it reads, the Crag Field is situated between the Grand Reef and the Crash Zone and shares its borders with one of the grassy plateaus. It's situated south of the Aurora, right here, near its engines. It features large rock spikes and rippling rock hills, bearing resemblance to the older Grand Reef, with all of which being formed on top of massive crag dropping down into the aforementioned biome. The Crag Field is a resource-rich biome with some low-level predators. Groups of bone shark are frequent in the area, along with occasional mesmers passing by. Tiger plants can also be found in this biome, camouflaged and mostly hidden, that was scary, in the grasses with the rock structures. The biome also features a grand abundance of outcrops, basalt and limestone, minerals, and other resources. A pod of reefbacks can be located drifting in the water above the Crag Field. I'm not sure if they're going to add anything story-wise for this biome, or add maybe a cache in the future, because they are talking about how they're going to add more if time allows it and resources allow it. But for now, this is just a barren place. It's still pretty cool. Let me turn the water volume back on, because this looks really weird. There we go. And now it's super creepy. You saw how it was when we first got here at night. It was absolutely terrifying. Hearing the reefbacks in the distance, bone sharks chasing you. Other than that, you got a lot of stuff here you can get. It's a good safe, pretty much safe place to get resources. Wow! That has to be new. I have never heard that sound before. Dude, that sounded awesome. So we're above the Grand Reef right now. I love it. I love it. Some people were complaining that because the older sounds, the sounds were actually changed for the reefbacks a little bit. You used to hear like a gargling sound or like bubbles coming out. It's like a smaller reefback is on the bottom of this reefback. Do you guys see that? Anyway, let's get to the part everyone wants to see. The cure for the infection. Now, again, it's not by traditional means. There actually was a point in time when you can get the cure by typing in the item and you get it and you can use it to cure yourself. Now it's just a command, just like the infection reveal. So we're actually going to go to the array and hopefully have something happen. So we're here at the array, going in the big way, the Cyclops way. I'm pretty sure the Cyclops will fit in here. And then we're going to go up top because going this way, we actually get a key to go to where we need to for the array or disabling it. So first, let's make sure we're infected. Let's go ahead and self-scan.
Performing self-scan. The bacterial infection in your system has progressed. Detecting skin irritation and immune system response. Further data required to identify bacterial strain.
And I guess one more time. I don't know if it changes every time I scan. No, it's just going to tell me I'm infected. Alright, so now you can basically open up the command console and type in infect 1. So now if we scan...
Performing self-scan. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
There it is. It has progressed. Now, it's a very weird thing to do. Actually, I think the animation was slightly changed. So now we're going to self-scan. I don't think it's going to tell us anything. I think it's pretty obvious. Susie Q doesn't need to point out the obvious. We're pretty much going to die. So I progressed that by typing in infect. So for me, if I just want to infect myself, it'll be infect 1 radius. I guess that's the unit of measurement for the basic unit of measurement. And then let's say 0. So now we're cured. As you can see, our hand is cured.
Performing self-scan. Vital signs normal. No remaining sign of bacterial infection.
So now I just typed in 1 and it gave me the full infection. I don't know if you can do the different stages. Let me try like 0.5 infection. Let me scan myself and see what it says. It says I'm infected, but I guess if you go all the way to 1, it's a full infection. I'm not sure how that works. If you guys know the details, then let me know. Let me go ahead and infect myself. Bam. So now I'm super infected. Super infected. Let me grab the key. So I'm actually going to go ahead and activate it with my hands just like this because I'm assuming the first event has to take place where it tells us we're infected and we can't do anything about it. Let the audio play and then try to cure ourselves. You can also, by the way, as I didn't mention it yet, you can cure 1, a radius of 1, and then cure it completely with 1. And now we're back to 0. So you can do it both ways, and if you scan yourself, it will tell you that you're normal and you no longer have the infection. So let's go back to infecting ourselves with our dirty ass hands. We are gross. I'm actually curious to see real quick. I can't see you obviously can't see your face, but I think the hands are the only thing visible. I wonder if you were wearing gloves, is that gonna make a difference? Oh my god, they're fucking pulsating, dude. That's creepy. Anyway, let's get to the good stuff, guys. Oh my god. Hello? Hello? I don't think I was supposed to do that. Well, shit. There we go. Okay, let's stop messing around and just get to the point. I want to see if we can do it. All right, let's do the first thing. I am obviously infected. This is just stupid for me to try this, but hello. Ow. The pain.
The control panel.
The enforcement system.
Translation reads, warning, infected individuals may not disable the weapon. This planet is under quarantine.
Yes. Yes, it is. But, I am not infected.
Scans of available alien data indicate the presence of a second facility elsewhere on the planet.
Okay, stop talking. Anyway, like I was saying, we're cured. We're cured. 1. Perfect. Okay, shut up. As you can see, we are perfectly fine. No cysts. We are cured. It says we're normal. Now, we obviously haven't heard the audio again telling us that it's gone, but we know what that means. We know that we don't have the infection anymore. So, let's go ahead and try to disable the weapon. Come on, man. Tell me it works out, please. Please tell me it works. Well, the animation's shorter, clearly. And... no. It is still very much alive. Energy core. Ooh, I haven't scanned this yet. Nope, it is still very much online. I think I said alive, but that's fine. Massive energy readings for this structure indicate it is the main reactor powering the facility. Well then, how about we just move it, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to disable you. But I guess it didn't work. We'll try it again. I am completely cured. No infection, no Carar, completely out of my system, and nothing happens. Damn it. Well, that was totally worth everyone's time, right? Totally. But I think that's pretty cool now. We have the audio in place for us to be cured. As you can see, every aspect of the story is moving along quite nicely. The ending is not here yet. There is an ending in place and a mention of an alternative ending, and I might talk about that in a later episode. But for now, We just have to wait until the primary research facility is done, or the primary containment facility, excuse me. And that way we can actually get the cure itself to cure ourselves, and by that time, this will be programmed to be disabled so we can do our thing for our ending. Don't want to spoil it, although, like, all these videos are pretty much spoilers. Don't get mad at me if you're being spoiled. These videos wouldn't be recommended to you if you weren't watching other videos of the same nature, and pretty much every single person is playing Subnautica right now. That would be in your recommended feed based on what you watch. In this particular way, they're all doing it. So, if you're spoiled, I'm sorry. Maybe you shouldn't watch other things that are spoiling. But I'll still save the spoiler. The ending's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be hard work getting there. It's hard work playing this game in general if you're doing it legitimately. But I'm excited for it. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys would like to see in the next episode. Again, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye!